Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I got a lot of requests to do a contour and highlight tutorial. I'm definitely not a makeup artist by any means, but I know a lot of tips and tricks that work for me and my face that could definitely work for you as well. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, please keep watching. Thanks. Hey, as you can see, Aunt Flo is in town and we're not happy about it. But we're just gonna move on and we're gonna pull our hair back, pull ourselves together, and moisturize as a first step. The moisturizer that I'm using is the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drenched Hydrating Moisturizer. For the next step, we're going to go in with a primer, and I'm using the Pore Professional. When you apply primer, you always want to apply it with a downwards hand motion. That's how you make sure that you're blending in all of your imperfections, all of your pores, you know. For foundation, I'm going in with the L'Oreal True Match in color Honey Beige N6. The L'Oreal True Match is my OG of a full coverage foundation, especially when you have a bunch of blemishes at the moment. Afterwards, I'm going to go in with my Tarte blending brush and just blend it all out. Once I'm done buffing, I'm going to take the NARS Illuminating Foundation and pour a little bit on my hand. And I'm going to take my Beauty Blender and pick up some of that foundation and just pat it on top of the original foundation. This is just going to add a little bit of a glow, a little bit of illumination. It's just going to bring you back to life, especially in this winter weather. You know, when you're just feeling dry, you're feeling dull, you need a pick-me-up. This is my pick-me-up. So once we're done blending, we're going to go ahead and start a contour. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Almond. I have a round face, so I like to really focus on the sides of my face, specifically my temples. When you are doing your cheekbone, you actually want to contour right above your cheekbone. That way, when you blend it out, you're not dragging your cheekbone even further down. At this point, I'm realizing that this contouring color is a little too light for the foundation that I use. So I'm using a CoverGirl True Blend Fix Stick in Deep, and I'm going to go ahead and carve out my jawline. Then I'm going to go back into my cheekbones and try to deepen that color up a bit, as well as my forehead. We're then going to start contouring my nose with the same stick. I have a couple bumps on my nose from sports, so I like to try to make my nose look a bit more narrow. We all have different noses, so this might not work for you, but I like to start all the way up where my eyebrow begins so that it looks super natural, and I try to keep the lines as straight as possible. It's really hard. I then like to contour just the tip of my nose just to lift it up even a little bit more. I'm laughing at myself because I look like a Native American. To make my lips look a little bit bigger, I like to just add a little bit of shadow underneath my bottom lip, and then I like to go on the top and just add a little bit of a lift as well to make my upper lip look bigger. So normally at this point I would go ahead and blend in all of the foundation, but just so that you can see where I place all of my highlighting, I'm going to go ahead and take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light. I like to place the concealer under my eyes in a downwards triangle, not only to highlight under my eyes, but also that whole area of my face. I used to only put under eye concealer right below my eyes, and I really looked like a raccoon. I think that just reminds me of my face when I also didn't have eyebrows and just went tanning every single day and was pure orange. I'm going ahead and adding just a bit of a palm tree above my eyebrows, as well as highlighting my laugh lines in the center of my chin. I'm going to go ahead and blend in my concealer first with the Beauty Blender. I'm then taking my Tarte foundation brush and just blending out all of that contouring cream. You just want to go in small circular motions and make sure you blend it into your hairline. I'm going to apply Shape Tape right next to the nose contouring lines. And with my Tarte flat brush, I am going to slowly drag the concealer down and kind of carefully place it on top of the brown lines. And then with a Beauty Blender, carefully blend it all in. Afterwards, I'm going to blend out all of those wrinkle lines, take one of my fluffy brushes, take one of my favorite products, which is the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, and just pack the powder underneath my eyes and also all the way up to the nose contour lines. Don't be afraid to use a lot of product. We're going to let this sit, bake, highlight, and then take another brush and wipe it away. Then I'm going to grab my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit and use the top left color, a tapered brush, and just highlight a little bit above my eyebrows in between. Then I'm going to use a small powder brush, go back into the same contour kit, focus on the two bottom left colors, and go right over the original contouring we did. I'm using a powder contour over a cream contour just to add a little bit more glam and also keep your makeup in place all throughout the night. You definitely don't need to do this step, but if you're trying to really glam up, you gotta glam up. We're then grabbing a large fluffy brush and just wiping away all of that highlighting powder and just cleaning up the rest of the powder that we had on our face. You're then going to want to finish up with a setting spray. I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It. This just lets your makeup sit in and distribute evenly. No brows? Brows. I'm using the same fluffy brush as before, going in with my NARS and just bronzing up my cheeks a bit. Afterwards, I'm taking my favorite highlighter at the moment, which is the Wet n Wild Megalo highlighting powder. I love this. I'm obsessed with it. I'm taking a small little paintbrush and I'm adding my favorite exclamation point at the tip of my nose. I'm going to take the same highlight, the tapered brush from before, and just highlight the top of my cheekbones. Again, we're highlighting that area because that's the area that we want to emphasize. I'm also going to place it just besides the arch of my eyebrows to add a little bit of dimension on the sides of my face. As a last step for my cheeks, I'm going to go in with the Milani Romantic Rose Powder Blush and just focus on the apples of my cheeks. And last but certainly not least, I am using the IT Bye Bye Pores Illumination Translucent Powder. Again, this is just going to leave me with an airbrush finish and just blend everything out. Afterwards, I'm going to go in and line my lips. The gloss that I'm using is called I Am Perfect, and the color is called Lady Love. Okay, so this is the final look. This is a lot. This is a lot of makeup. This is definitely not a look that I do every day, let alone every weekend when I go out with my friends, but it's definitely something that I like to do if I'm going to a wedding or an event or something like that. Thank you all for watching. If you have any requests on what you would like me to do next, please comment down below. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe. Thanks. Bye.